But
What was I gonna say?
You want to get in on this?
You're on a podcast if you want to join.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
You're really chair right there.
Yeah, there's a chair right there.
Yeah, they don't even know who I am.
This is Star. Off the table. What you doing on the table?
Can't give you my federal though.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we gotta restart. Round 2. Nice straight on, bro. Welcome to the Vodcast. This is episode number 3. I'm joined here with
Dr. TJ, nigga from the streets. Yeah, you probably heard about me. Probably not. I don't know if you know me.
If you didn't, these are here right now.
Okay.
And we're gonna be wearing these for the whole month of December. Consistency.
Yes.
Because it's the holiday season, you know. We little elves, we doing our thing. We're on the grind.
You gotta look good.
Gotta look good, you know. Alright, well.
Okay, this is all stuck in my mouth. Ooh. Okay, you know I'm keeping it like this. Okay. But there's a few changes going on.
Yeah, big moves, big plays going on here right now.
So first off, we just moved, so it's a little different. Probably a little not that good. You can see these crusty ass blinds. But this is only temporary. Right now we're here and we're moving out to North Carolina. Ooh. Which there's gonna be a lot of big things with that. We'll have our own setup so you can hear us better viewing, better everything.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna be for a couple of months. And also in that time, I'm starting a clothing brand, which they're gonna be cheap, but most of the money I'm planning on trying to help people with it. I don't know how yet. Might help donate it or whatever. What is it called? I might give it to charity, or I might just do some Mr. Beast type shit. I don't know.
Podcast episodes are gonna come out every 2 weeks because I'm busy. As you're saying, we're going to North Carolina. We're trying to work and save money, but that's it right now. This is gonna be the setup for a couple months, month and a half almost. Yeah. But or just work with us, be with us, you know, support the podcast.
It's gonna get better over time.
It is, and then, well, that's it. That's all we gotta talk about. That's just a little intro. But what's recently? What was recent topics? Oh, fucking Broncos player died.
Okay, that's sad actually.
Yeah.
Cause I used to watch him. I'm not a Broncos fan, but my brother is. Ben, you're probably watching this. Broncos are ass, but rest in peace to Marius Thomas. I just like to talk shit. That's my little brother on God. But him and all of them were Broncos fans, so that's how I know them. But he's a pretty good player.
Yeah. Eye contact.
Huh?
Eye contact.
Oh shit, my fault.
Yeah. His beard is fucking just shedding in my mouth right now.
I was talking to them for a while. I needed that. Yeah, what the fuck?
Alright. Recently I moved up here. It was pretty alright. Kind of impulsive, I would say, but
We're trapped in a singular room with this much space.
This much space between us, which is kind of ass. But hey, that's the struggle right now. We struggle, buddies.
Gotta struggle till you make it.
Yeah.
It's a restart.
It's a restart, straight restart. Yeah, we get our other co-host in.
Oh shit! Hold up, we gotta get draft.
Yeah. He faded right now.
Yeah.
He faded as well. Not that much to talk about. Literally, we could talk about reservation. Christmas time during the reservation is kind of really sad, but we do get a lot of free shit from Naha.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Naha comes around and gives kids video games or clothes and hand
Dude,
stuff.
they get video. Oh, Naha. Didn't Grandma used to work for them?
I think so. She used to work for the Twilight building. Remember? Oh,
Yeah.
Cap office. Shit like that.
Damn. We have 3 res dogs in this bitch.
That's how we are right now.
Oh God.
But Naha's pretty dope. It's pretty dope what they do. Give things out.
I remember. I don't even remember when the fuck this was. I don't even think it was Christmas because it was warm outside when I was they were packing shit and stuff for some reason. I remember being in that weird office thing out by Manderson.
Yeah.
That was the 3rd time I've ever been in there. We were just fucking around the whole day. What is that building called?
The Cap office. Yeah, the big round one.
The one like right when you're heading toward Manderson.
Yeah, the cap office.
That's called the cap office. What the fuck do they even do there?
Cap stuff. Cap out their ass, I guess. You know, because the reason they call it cap is because they always lying to us.
Probably. That bitch is corrupt as fuck.
Yeah. Whole tribal government's corrupt as fuck, dude.
Oh my god. I mean, just mainly Pine Ridge. I'm not gonna lie. So like, think about it. All the ones on like the West Coast, even on the East Coast, the one like North Carolina, like it's not good, but they're doing way better. Than Pine Ridge.
They sold out though.
Yeah.
But our tribe is selling out, but they're not doing anything with the money they sold out
They're not
for.
doing nothing.
You see, dude, I saw a Porsche on the res.
Yeah, actually.
A Porsche with like Ogallala license plates. Like, remember how you can get like custom ones?
Yeah.
That's how it was. Had the Ogallala Lakota symbol on it, the flag, and it was a tribal member driving around in a Porsche. And I was like, oh boy, like it was like one of those SUV Porsches. I was like, didn't we just get that like the COVID money? We just got it too. Like,
And he was the girl or boy?
I think it was a guy.
It's bad.
That is bad. Dude, a lot of shit on the res is bad. We'll probably get shit for saying it. We're gonna get assassinated.
It's not that it's bad, but it's just like
It's just fucked. Cause you see so many people on the res struggling.
yes, and like it's like the struggle isn't like their fault, but it's kind of is. Not trying to be rude, but it's like I'm happy I got out of there because like I grew up there, but I left like at a good time. You know what I mean? Because like now I'm realizing it's like it's a trap. You know what I mean? Like if you stay down there, you get stuck down there.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to get out. Because there ain't really that many jobs to just go and move. Like what, you could work for the tribe, Pinkies, Common Sense, and like gas stations down there.
It's stores around the rest.
Yeah.
And at that, most of those drives are like, shit, for some people, an hour, 35 minutes, 45 minutes. Like,
because there's not a single one in Wounded Knee. So
there's nothing in Wounded Knee
closest
besides
one,
the post office.
The closest one is what? How far away from Wounded Knee to Manderson is?
10 miles.
So how long of a drive would that be?
10 minutes.
Yeah. But even then, that's long. Like, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's not even just that. Like, not a lot of people have cars down there.
And like from Wounded Knee to Pine Ridge is like 25, 30 minutes.
Pine Ridge probably has like the most stuff you could probably work for.
Yeah, Taco
But, like,
John's, I got a fucking...
Pine Ridge is like far from everything.
Yeah, Pine Ridge is literally at the border of the reservation.
Yeah. So that's like, you don't have that many jobs down there. And if, say you do go to Rapid, you have to get money to go to Rapid.
Yeah, find an apartment. Like, Rapid still has housing though, you know?
Yeah. But like, you have to realize people still have to figure out how to go from the res to there. That's like, what, an hour, something minutes drive?
Out like 80 miles, 100.
And like, Rapid's like the closest thing they could do from getting off the res.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in all honesty, Rapid is just a res and people mix.
Yeah.
And tourists.
It's like Martin.
Yeah.
And at that, Martin's pretty far too. Martin's like, what, hour from everything almost?
Exactly. It's just a trap. Like, they put us down there to fuck with us.
It's a prisoner camp.
Exactly. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, like props to the people who
Get out?
get out are like, do good for themselves on the res.
Yeah, there's people who actually do good on the res. Like, not gonna lie.
We got a couple family members that are, they're doing pretty good. I know a few people on the res that are doing really good. Like I see it more now than I did when I was a kid. You know, like I'm a kid. Like you rare occasions. It was usually the older people.
Yeah.
Like people in like their 30s, 40s. Like you know.
Yeah.
Like they were always doing good. They were always doing good, and you think like it taught some people that, oh, only the grandparents are able to do it. You know.
Yeah.
Like, that's how like the whole toxic mindset. Like, let me suck grandma's tit like for the rest of my life, or like let me live with grandma. Let me drop my kids off with grandma. Let me drop my kids off with grandma, and let me go fucking party.
Yeah.
Like some dumb shit like that. Like, how are you gonna bring a kid in this world that and then like just make them think like they're not worth your time as a child and a parent?
You know what's really fucked? It's not even just natives though.
Yeah, there's a lot of people do that.
But like, not even just that. Like, I'm talking about the trap system. Like, the trap system, if you really think about it, natives and blacks. Native, black, Mexicans. Like, the ghettos. I don't know why the hell we call them ghettos. Like, ghettos were like what they used during World War II. Like, that type of shit, you know what I mean? Like that's what that was from. That's
Trenches.
what, like not even trenches. That's what they call like the way they rounded up Jews like that, put them in prisoner camps. Those are ghettos. And now we come here and say, oh, that's the ghetto. Like that has to mean something. Like how do like instead of ignoring it and telling people to get jobs, I'm not saying give them handouts. Like you shouldn't give them handouts, but help them.
Help them. Like our tribe does that, but literally it takes them months. Like they have the money for it, they have the funding, they have everyone on record. Like you put in for like electrical assistance, like they'll take them like 2 months to get to you.
Oh, I know they take forever.
Like you have me on file. You know I'm a tribal member, and like you know, like what are you doing? Like I gave you how much it is this month. Like I get like the processing.
Yeah.
But like the tribal building, the main building in Pine Ridge, dude, they have the oldest computers, and all the people who work there don't even know how to work the computers.
I know. Like even when I tried asking them for, I was like, how long is it gonna take? 4 weeks went by. Oh well, we just stopped doing this, so we can't do it. And I was like, when did you guys stop doing it? About 4 or 5 days ago. And I was like, what?
I put in for it like a month ago.
Like Jesus Christ.
Like damn. But like
it's blizzard, and that's why you can hear people outside. By the way.
And if you hear ruffling around,
it's
dogs.
Yeah, it's our dogs.
Yeah. But you know, it's all fucked on the res. Like that's why I had to leave. Like I love the res. Like that's my home. That's where I grew up. That's like where I got most of my life lessons from.
Yeah.
Was the res. But like it wasn't for me because I know that you eventually cannot get out of it if you stay long enough. Like you're gonna doubt yourself, and you're like, this is all I know. This is all I want to do. I'm okay with living like this.
And the res life to city life are two completely different
Two
things.
completely different things.
Like I'd be doing some weird shit, and people are like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Oh, I thought this was normal."
Like, yeah.
The way they talk, the way they just simply do basic stuff is completely different
Than the city.
Then like, it's weird.
It's hella weird.
And then like so, for example, like when I first moved up here, it was bad. Like I didn't really know how to talk to people because I was used to my people.
Yeah.
Like I was used to that basic stuff. And then going to high school here, I was like, why the fuck we get some expensive ass laptops? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, we had those at Rocky Ford, but we always had to turn them in.
No, dude, we're getting fucking MacBooks.
They had MacBooks at Rocky Ford.
I don't know.
But like we wasn't allowed to take them home.
Yeah. But like we're getting MacBooks. Like people are getting iPads. Like it's weird. Like my freshman year, I go to school. Like my first day of school, I see some freshmen pull up in like Corvettes, driving their mom and dad's Corvettes. I'm like, hey, my mom's taking me to school in this like 2002 car. Like,
and like me, like my first year of high school, I was driving a repossessed car. They never came and got like I was driving a car that couldn't even go an inch off the reservation.
Like, but even just like my grandma, like people will call her rich on the res, you know what I mean? But she is not like she has like $1,000 in her bank account. But that's good to people on the res.
Cause you can live off of that for
on the res especially like.
You can live like 5 months off of that.
Cause what? The only place you go to is Pinky's, and you really don't need to drive around that much if you don't really know.
If you only time you need to drive is when you rapid.
Exactly. So it's like, and she has a truck, and it's not even that good of a truck, and like that's
it was
rich.
good when she got it.
Yeah, but like she also had it only 4 years. It's not bad, but whatever. Like that's rich to people. Like
that's doing good.
Like literally barely being above the poverty line. Not even, you're still broke on the res, and if you have like money, a little bit, tiniest bit of money, you're rich.
Literally.
Like this apartment, you bring someone on the res here, they're gonna love it. Like they'll be like,
wow, you got such a nice place. You look around, you're like, I don't know, man. It's kind of
like,
cheap.
This is like a two, even though it has 3 bedrooms, like this is suited for 2 people.
Yeah, suited for like.
You have 2 people in this kitchen, and you're like, damn.
It's small.
It is small. Like, when Grandma came up here for Thanksgiving, we were trying to eat, and like it was just literally one person was standing with another, and you felt like you were just crammed. Like it's small, but like compared to the res, this is like good.
This is decent.
Like you're doing good if you.
But like compared to like most res homes though, like come on, like.
Yeah, but even then, but you gotta realize like, that knowing you moved like 6 hours away, you have your own place, like you're not relying on anybody but yourself. That's good.
That's good. You're doing good. And that's what it should be, but it shouldn't be set at a bar. Like you do this, you're doing good, right? cool. Strive for more. Don't settle for this.
And that's the problem. Like, that's where it comes with the trap. Like, I think we mentioned this in the last podcast. It was like crabs in the bucket type of shit.
Yeah.
And like that's the problem. It's just like you do good. Like when we go down to the res. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. What's her name? Veronica. You remember Leo's sister? At Pinky, works at Pinky's.
Nope.
She's like one of the girls that work at Pinky. I don't know, but she sees us and she's like, "You guys are living really good." I'm like, "Sure."
Thank
And
you.
like, the thing is like compared to people, like I said, that it is good though.
It is.
Like what they're living with their, they'd be like 30-year-olds living with their mom and dads.
Like, and the grandparents are taking care of their kids, type shit. Like
yeah, and like this is good for them, but it's not where you want to be.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people will settle for this. Like a lot of people will settle for this.
Yeah, it's all fucked. But one thing about this time of the year is like
It's Christmas.
it's Christmas, and on the res, holy cow! When it snowed, you already know we was whipping out the fucking sleds. We was whipping out like we was doing some wild ass shit.
Do you remember? Dude, you weren't there for that. Remember that big ass hill by Grandpa Lawrence's and like Nana?
Yeah.
Dude, I was trying to snowboard down it. I had a little lantern. I didn't even know how to snowboard. I'm standing. All I remember is, I fucking wake up and like, what the fuck?
I used to get dragged around by cars.
Oh my god.
That was so fun though. Getting dragged around by cars was the best thing ever.
Dude, we were some dangerous ass kids.
Like that was extremely dangerous. Getting dragged by a car, like that's dangerous.
Well, like, people do that here, but we were like bobsleds and just like.
It wasn't on toboggans doing it.
Not only that, like the closest hospital was an hour and 45 minutes away.
Our Pine Ridge was like 30 minutes away from where we was. We were getting dragged by horses on sleds, like all types of shit. Dude, remember we invented the game called Grand Theft Auto, like sledding, like I remember it was at the big hill. We found the biggest hill, which was the valley between. And it was me, you, Ben, Gabe, Houston. I think Choppy, but we all had our own sleds, and the whole game was like, we start at the same time, but we try to fucking take each other out, like try to steal each other's like sleds. Like I remember I jumped off and I grabbed you, and like you pushed me, and so I was just getting dragged in the snow, and then someone ran over my legs and they fell off, and then I remember we all had a pile up at the bottom, and someone kicked Houston's mouth, and he was like, my tooth really hurts. He had a loose tooth. And like we were like, damn, we were fucked up.
Dude. That's why I'm surprised none of us are dead or like, injured.
Like severely injured to the max. Like, man, we was doing some wild shit. I remember that really bad snowstorm in October. That big ass snowbank.
Fucking, I was like, we could sled right here. Just scorpions.
Boom.
Bro, I felt my legs hit the back of my head. Oh my god.
Dude, around this time, remember when you guys lived in Rapid? Me and you and Houston were playing on that snowbank, and like we were just chilling there, and like this girl was like, she's like tweaked out of it, and we were all sitting there like, hey, get your ass inside. And we were like, who the fuck is that? Huh? Who are you? She's like, you're my goddamn kids, get your asses inside. And she started walking towards us, and we were like, holy fuck, what did we do? We're like, fucking run, this ain't our mom. And we fucking booked it.
That was the same girl who walked into my house. Did I ever tell you about that story? I'm making cereal. I'm like, okay. And like, I heard the door open. I was like, that must be my mom. We are not allowed to eat cereal at the time. That's where we get like our ass beat. So I'm hiding it. And this girl just sits down. I'm like, hey. I was like, who the hell are you? The same girl who was screaming at us about it being our kid. What's that? Shit. But the same girl screaming like that was like, she's like, fuck you, man. I'm like, who the fuck are you? She's like, she started saying some shit. So I get, you remember Will?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get him. He comes over, but Houston got her out by now. Because, I don't know, Houston was out there laughing at my ass. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Houston's like, she was going to fight you. She was looking for you, trying to fight you. And I was like,
all drunk.
I was like, dude, I'm in 7th grade. Like, what the fuck? Also, why are you drunk at fucking 2 p.m. on like a Tuesday night? Like, lit that bad. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Do you remember we were walking to the basketball courts? Remember that like shortcut we took that went up to the sidewalk? Remember there was just 2 people right there, and like we saw that like we were walking, we saw that girl like beating on her husband. And she was like, "I hate you, I hate you," and he like fell over and passed out. And we got close, and she's like, "I love you, babe. Get up, we gotta go home. I'll carry you." He's sitting there all passed out, and I was like, we were like, "Damn, what the fuck?"
Do you remember that time when you were like walking? And that girl drops your phone. I was like, I got it for you. And she just starts trying to kick me. I'm like, whoa. He's like,
chill.
And then her boyfriend was like, he was trying to help you. He's like, I don't care. I was like, sorry, I'm just trying to help you.
Remember we would walk around the mall with no money at all.
Oh my god.
We would remember we had $10 and we went to the arcade. Hungry as fuck, but we went to the arcade and spent it all.
Do you remember Houston did that jab step and spun around that?
Oh yeah. He was like, nope. Out.
Like, oh my god. He's like, you're banned for life. And we're like, bro, what the fuck? It ain't that serious.
Like, bro, all he was like, ooh, got you. And he did that. And like, security was like, nope. Out. I was like, damn, Paul Blart. Chill. Like, fuck. I remember we were walking home, and I was like, watch this. I was like, watch me find $5. And you're like, no way you're gonna find $5. We're walking. We got closer to the house, and I was like, check that shit out. You're like, what? I fucking picked up $5. I was like, look at that. I was like, let's go. And you're like
no, we found 10.
Oh, yeah,
it was a $10 bill. Cause I remember that. Cause we were like, what the fuck?
You're like, no way that just happened. And I was like, look at that shit, $10. And we literally walked across town and got a fucking pizza. Walked all the way to Little Caesars and got us a pizza.
Bro, I don't know. We were just some dumb kids.
No, we was retarded. Nope.
It was insane.
Yeah, we was dumb.
I sit back and think, I'm like, how many times I fell. I'm wondering how many concussions I have.
Hella. That's probably why you like this now.
No, I'm a genius.
A gene?
A gene.
I used to say that all the time. I'm a gene. Remember we slept on the roof? Remember?
Oh
we
my god.
We were like, let's sleep on the roof. Yeah, we climbed up there. We were all ready to go sleep on the roof, and then
it was like 7 a.m. when we decided to go to sleep.
It was like 5, I think.
No, it was 7.
And then your mom comes up over the hill, and we were like, damn, we ain't even supposed to be up here.
And my dumbass was scared to jump off.
I jumped off. I remember me and Houston ran in the house, grabbed a bunch of pillows. And we're like, jump, Santana, jump. And you're like, no, I'm gonna break my legs. Meanwhile, our ass is jumping off things higher than that, but then your mom was like, what the hell are you doing on the roof? You're like, I can't get off.
Dude, I remember one time we were on the roof, and like my dumbass thought I could jump. Like I jumped off the roof, like in the backyard, and dude, when I like landed on the ground, I thought I died. Like, I felt like the most electric shock in my back.
Dude, remember that old house behind like grandma's? Remember the creek? It's all abandoned.
Oh my god, that was one scary ass house. I'm not gonna lie.
It was creepy. I remember we all went in there. We had bows and shit and BB guns. We're like, what was I gonna do against a mountain lion?
Bro, and when we went down there, I was telling grandma about it. She's like, "Is it fixed up?" And I was like, "No, not really." She's like, "Do you think you guys could live in it?" And I was like, "No."
Living in that house.
the no doors.
No doors. Walls are torn down.
Like,
fucking
torn the fuck down.
Moldy as shit. Like damn. Pretty sure mountain lions live in that house.
One time me and Darius were camping like out back there, and like one of us threw some like, it wasn't a lighter, it was like a little propane tank. We threw it in there and we were like, okay, let's go to sleep. Well, we're sleeping out here. Boom! Dude, oh my god. Like the biggest fucking explosion happened. Darius is like, what the fuck was that?
Fuck, we were just so dumb. Remember we made a movie in the trailer?
Oh my god. I don't know how we survived. That's my question. Is like, how the fuck are all of us alive?
How we alive? Riding horses all around all day.
I remember your dumbass. You were riding a horse. You didn't even make that thing run. All I ever seen your ass just.
I was better than you, bro.
No, when you got on, I think it was Bullseye you were riding. It's one of the horses. You barely were like galloping, like the slowest gallop, and I see your ass slowly slide off and just drop.
Bro, better than you. You fell off and the horse wasn't even moving.
We win.
I remember you're trying to get on Auntie Summer's horse. They're like, jump, and you jumped and you just flew off the other side.
Do you remember the time I was riding my horse to your house, but I didn't put the saddle on right? So I'm riding, and my bitch just start bugging and kicking.
Oh, when we threw you on nibbles.
Oh my god, fuck you guys for that. Fuck
Well, it's
you.
not our fault. You dropped the rein.
Bro, fuck you guys for that.
You wanted to. You're like, yeah, I could do it. You were literally bragging up. You're like, I'm the best rider out here. And we're like, all right, bet, get on him. We got him. We're like, kick him. Kicked him. He took off and you dropped the rein. And we were like, stop him. And you're like pulling one rein like this. And like he was just doing circles around the house faster
Then
than
they
fuck.
started jumping over shit. Bro, Deers was the best rider out of all of us. Deers and Ben.
Yours is just natural.
Oh, Ben is even better. Ben's horse, what was his horse name? Brownie?
Brownie, yeah.
That thing was a beast.
But he was always around, like, Eddie and them all the time.
Who?
Ben?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know, yeah.
So, oh, yeah, actually, he did grow up around, so he grew up around there, current horse.
Oh, yeah.
But
See,
Brownie was a good horse until
yeah.
DeAndre
Ruined him, like, traumatized him.
I remember he comes home one day with Brownie, and the mane is cut and all of that, and I'm like, bro, why?
No more taking our horses.
Like,
Damn. But, dude, yeah, like, all those guys who grew up around, dude, they all have, like, a mutual respect for us. Like, all of us, like, I remember someone was telling me, like, I told you this, but, like, at the party, someone was at a party, and they were, like, talking down, they're like, yeah, fuck that guy, fuck Chris Cooney, he think that he's a, they didn't say my name, but they're like, fuck Chris, and, like, Eddie was like, yeah, fuck Chris, he thinks he's a know-it-all, and those guys were like, yeah, he thinks he's all that, and, like, and then Eddie was like, wait, who you guys talking about? They're like, Chris Cooney, and he was like, oh, nah, he's cool as fuck. And I was like, yeah, like, what, like, damn,
I don't know, I didn't really, like, grow up around there. I mean, I did grow up around there, but I moved out, so...
You was always moving, you come back for a couple years.
Well, no, I stayed down there until I was in 6th grade. 6th grade was the only time I didn't... 7th grade and up was, like, when I finally moved off the red. I lived up here in the 1st grade for a little bit, but it was, like, only half a semester. Then I went right back down to Rocky Ford.
And then
That best school, I mean, it was a shit school, but it was the best school ever.
Fire.
Bro, it's just a bunch of res, dumbass kids.
Running around doing some dumbass shit. I remember we had sticker wars. Remember they had to start spraying that weed killer because our dumbasses started sticker wars.
Bro, we were straight karate chopping people's throats.
We was doing corn dogs.
Well, corn
slapping
dogs is normal. But we just did some weird shit, bro. Like, oh my, at school too.
Remember at school, remember they did that challenge where they press on your chest? I remember some kid did that. He just, big as hell, it was just like, boom, hit the ground and fucking busted his nose.
Do you remember Wambly? That nigga was like, I was like bragging. My dad said so. I could do that longer than all of you guys. I remember his ass choking me, and like I passed out, and I just remember waking up, and I was like, it was like everything was blurry. And then Tim, he's like, you good? I start crying because I fucking can't breathe. I'm dead like at this point.
Has asthma. Ass has asthma too.
Bro, I didn't even hold my breath, and I was like, I didn't know I had to hold my breath. Like I was like, I can do it longer than all of you guys. Like, let's see. He does it, just
Just out cold.
Bro, I was like dead. And like I was talking to them, they were like, dude, once you did that, you like your eyes went closed, and we were like, like Wambly was holding on. He's like, is he okay? If I had just jumped out of the chair.
Bro, we were some fucking menaces in that school. Oh God.
Bro, fucking middle school. When I lived up in Rapid though, Jared did that passed out chest thing. He did that shit. And he just dropped, and all I saw was blood squirt everywhere. He hit like face first, and just blood everywhere. I was like, oh my god.
Damn. I remember the sticker where I remember like I grabbed a big ass bunch and someone threw it on my arm. I was like, and they're running away. And I grabbed a big ass bunch and threw it at him. I think it was my friend X, but I hit him in the back and he like dropped. He was like, ah. He's like, no more.
Do you remember that camp? We went to that fucking camp. And I don't know, fucking Jared's little brother, what's her name? Mona. Like, she gets mad, like, we were messing with her, she pushes me off a hill. I landed in cactus everywhere. Bro, that shit hurt. I was sitting in the fucking nurse office for 2 hours, and they were just pulling cactus shit out of my ass and my arm.
Remember the boys that were so heartbroken with their fucking camp girls?
Bro, that was the funniest.
Bro, that was so funny. Like, bro, they would only date for like a day. They broke up, and these boys be sitting there like, I miss her. She sit like 2 tables away from him, like, bro.
I do remember that. Bro, I thought the funniest shit though. This was the funniest time of the camp when we're all in that tent and my ass butt naked, butt naked. Tristan strip on that pole and it snapped it out.
You walk in, you're like, look at this, and you press against it, and the fucking stick snaps. Everyone drops to the ground.
I never put on clothes so fast in my life.
Like, I saw you, like, all you hear is, like, you hear the girls running over, you hear, like, the counselors, and I was like, counselors, guys, Santana, you're butt naked! And he said that, I was like, swift move, he's like, whoop! Underwear and shorts, and he ran out the door faster than fuck with no shirt on.
I was like, no, I wasn't. Y'all niggas were telling everyone I was butt naked, bro.
You were though!
Don't be telling people.
Literally everyone in the tent knew you ass was butt naked, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh, remember that girl that was like, that one skinny chick, I forgot her name, but remember she was like bullying me and our boy Flo because we were fat? She was like, I'm never gonna get fat. I forgot her name. I think it was Aiden or something. She was a chick, but like...
I know, yeah, it was Aiden.
Yeah, remember she's like, I'm never gonna get fat. Blah, blah, blah. You guys are fucking... Why are you guys fat? Like, that's unhealthy. And we were like, damn, alright. The same bitch was in my DMs like a couple weeks ago.
There's this... I remember one time. Do you remember when we fucking put that nigga Flo all the... No, it was one of those younger ones. We fucking spun that nigga on the tire swing all the way up.
Oh, yo, he remember, like, at first she's like, wait, and then, like, it started going faster and faster. He's like, stop me. So, some guy threw his hand out.
That was me.
Smacked him in the eye. And, like, we stopped. He was, like, sitting there like this, and his eye was, like, all bloody. And we were like, damn.
I remember, like, counselors running over and like, stop him. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
The boy's moving at Mach speeds. What you want me to do? Grab him like I'm Superman? Like, what the fuck?
Bro, we got that nigga spinning, though. That nigga, I remember, like, seeing it. I was like,
you see his arm, like, stop. Like, he was just like, dude, he had no control.
Bro, we almost killed his ass doing that. At that camp, I would not know when he died either.
Do you remember that guy, Creighton? Remember he got all mad and sad because, he lost in a race?
Oh my god.
Remember, like, we beat his ass, like, just beat him. Like, he was sitting there after, like, didn't even eat. He was all crying, and we had to let him win. We were like, damn.
I'm like, nigga, we were just racing from the campground to the school. It ain't that serious.
And then after he was like, I won, and we were like, we let you win.
Bro, that camp was, dude, summertime at those. We only went 2 years, didn't we? Or 3 years?
3 years.
3 years. Best time. Oh my god.
Best time of the life, dude. That shit was so fun.
We were out there, what, for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Was that me and you who got left by the bus drivers?
Yeah, you got left, because remember I only showed up for 2 weeks of the 3. But like the first week.
You didn't show up for one of the
Yeah, you and Flo got left. But remember we got left again?
Yes. Was that me and you who were out when we did the fucking canoeing and we kept falling over?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
On purpose.
Dude, at first it wasn't. We were just ass at it and then we just gave up.
So we were just pulling our canoe and everyone's like going by us like, what are you guys doing? We were like, I don't know, man.
I remember like when we gave up was when we hit that metal plate.
Yeah.
We fucking hit that shit so hard. We were like, fuck it.
Like, we'll just drag this bitch back to the
Started getting on it and just tipping it over for fun.
Remember we made it sink?
We lost one of the fucking paddles.
We lost the paddle, we let the canoe sink.
I fucking pushed that paddle in the mud and it just, bro, I swear that mud just took it.
I was like, that's your mind now, bro. Like, damn, bro. Like, we was some dumbass kids. But we had the blast. Dude, I don't ever want to talk about that shower experience, bro. Like,
Stop, let's not talk about that shit.
the showers between the girls and the guys are so different. Girls had, like, they're all closed off. All their own personal showers. The guys was just one big ass shower with like a bunch of fucking heads. Like, where's the walls, bro? I don't want to see people see my junk.
My eyes hurt.
Yeah, shit was kind of wild.
That was the last time I went fishing. And I never want to fish after that because I ain't never catch nothing fishing and it pissed me off.
Bro, I remember when dude, fishing was so much fun though. Like,
it is fun, but like when you see all these kids catching shit and your ass is doing the same thing as everybody else, ain't catching shit.
Ain't nothing.
Oh my god.
Shit, we're reaching that mark. 35 minutes.
It's been 35 minutes.
Should we call it good at 35?
Yeah.
Alright,
Is it
well.
35 right now?
Oh, we got a minute like outro and shit.
Oh yeah.
Alright, yeah. Well, that's all we're going to talk about today on the podcast.
Story of our lives.
Story of our life. What it was kind of our thoughts on the reservation. Like I was saying, we're on the grind. This ain't gonna be like podcasting gonna be a lot slower than they used to be.
A little more different because we're gonna just be busy at work.
Yeah, like we're just on the grind. Like he's trying to start a clothing brand. He's going.
Once it comes out, it'll be disembodied. It'll be fire.
And podcasts will be a lot better. Hopefully, yeah, they're gonna be a lot more bougie than it is now, but we'll get there. Well, yeah, you guys are literally gonna watch us get to it. But that's this week's episode of the podcast. Hope y'all have a merry, very, very holiday, and yeah, we'll catch you guys later.